first base question when I first started working on the exhibition, which was were they fighting in the air? Everybody knows of the trenches and the stalemate and the mud and the blood on the ground, but we also wanted to show that it wasn't just a romantic flight of fancy up in the air. It was dangerous, it was terrifying, it was often quite painful and brutal, and that again, it had this wide base of experience that encompassed women and children, the parents, the elderly back on the home front, the people who experienced the bombing raids, and the pilots themselves, whose experience was not just shooting down other planes, but was dropping bombs, taking photographs, cooperating with artillery. So we wanted to really get at the variety of this war and show to people that it wasn't just what you know of it, it was much bigger than that. We decided to use the graphic novel presentation because on a basic level it's really unique. It's the first time we've ever done this type of exhibition, so we're really excited about how people will react to it. But also we wanted to really show the day-to-day experience of what it meant to live in the First World War. Also, it was a way for us to contextualize the artifacts that we intend to show. So we wanted to show how people actually used the tools and equipment of the war, and show them using it so that people could say, I can better understand how that piece fits into the overall puzzle of this person's experience. Also, we didn't want to have an exhibition that was all about technology, about planes and about synchronization gear and about bomb fuses. All this stuff is all very interesting and vital to understanding the air war, but we really wanted people to come away with an understanding of what it was like to experience the air war. What was it like for the people who went through it? And part of that was to show, as I mentioned, the variety of experience. It was about many people. It wasn't just about pilots. It was about air crews and observers and people on the ground of all ages. And using the graphic novel for this purpose allowed us to delve a little bit deeper into these stories. Normally we work with our designers and our collections team and everybody else in the museum to put an exhibition together, but then when you have to also direct the work of an illustration team, it adds another whole level of complexity and time to the mounting of an exhibition. So one of the stumbling blocks for us we didn't anticipate was the color stage, because all the photographs of the First World War are in black and white. So then the colorist approached us and said, please tell me what colors to use here. And so that was a challenge. Then you have to go back into the archives and try and find textual references to color. But one of the other ways that we wanted to sort of get people to become immersed in the exhibition is through, we got a few of these large interactives. Okay. So by that I mean in our observation zone we're creating a balloon interactive. So visitors will get inside a balloon observation basket, and we've had our illustration team render a landscape of what would the landscape east of the city of Arras in France look like from 600 meters in the air, and we're projecting that onto the ground, and then onto that we're projecting various things that an observer would be looking for. So an animator is creating muzzle flashes of artillery and the movement of trains and the movement of troops, and we're asking visitors to use their logbook, as we're calling it, to note down their observations, to do what an observer does. So we're trying to put people in the shoes of an observer. Because there's so many different moving parts to this, there's the graphic novel, there's the artifacts, there's the interactives, there's the sound and light. For me, it's to watch people go into the exhibition and to experience the whole thing for the first time. Creating museum exhibitions is about coming at it from different angles. It's not just ivory tower research in archives and reading books. We do try to bring in the human angle, and we work with, as you've seen, we work with artifacts and 3D objects. These are things that people used, and we try to tell the stories of people's lives. They're not just, we try not to make them abstractions, and it's again another benefit of using the graphic novel approach. It's just, you can read about someone's experience, but through the graphic novel we can put some emotion in their face and we can show what they're actually doing. So the graphic novel was really a way to tell these stories in a way that people will understand and connect with on an emotional level as well.